So far, I have probably done about 400 to about 500 transactions just on crypto, trying to buy and sell crypto. And there are several videos that I've actually produced on the same. But in this one, I want to tell you about two instances where I almost lost money and a feature that is currently being rolled out on the Binance site for all people who are going to be using the site that is meant to protect you and me. Let's get those credits rolling. So the first one was someone who had said they wanted to buy about 25,000 bob of Ethereum from me. And at that particular time, I was actually selling my Ethereum as a trader and on the P2P platform. So what happened is they said that they had paid when in actual sense they had not. So what happens is, and the normal procedure for how this happens is, whenever you place a buy order, what happens is the seller's equivalent crypto is held by the platform in a service known as escrow. And at that particular time, it is safe for you to be able to transfer actual money to the seller. And once you have done that, you confirm that you have done it and they release it to you. So that happens for 99% of the transactions. But in this particular one, this person did not do it. And then they went ahead and said that they had paid when in actual sense no money had been sent to me. So what I usually do in a particular case like this is that I wait for a few minutes, because it may be that my transaction is taking a long time to get to me. The message may not have gotten to me yet of confirmation, but when I check on the platform, I usually check which method of payment that they say they used, and then I use that to check my message, whether it is mobile money or it is in the bank. I check if the amount has come in. If it hasn't, then I now ask that person and tell that person, you know, money has not yet come into my account. So I'll wait for a few minutes in order for this to happen. So if it hasn't happened in a reasonable amount of time, say 5-10 or so minutes, then I now confirm to them and I ask them, kindly send the confirmation message that you actually sent this money. Now, in this particular case, this person did not even send that confirmation message. All they were telling me is, release the crypto, I have already paid you. Now, one of the things that you need to understand is never release crypto if you haven't confirmed payment. Never do it. No matter how much pressure the person on the other side is giving you, if you haven't received confirmation, do not release. This is because of the fact that once you have released, it is really hard for you to be able to recover your money. Now, this is where I go into the new feature that every Binance member now has to do, which is known as KYC. It is know your customer. In other places, it is know your client. Now, in order for you and me to be safe on crypto exchanges, you need to actually verify your profile. Now, in the very first stage, the thing that you'll just be asked for is your name and your email address, and there you can be able to have a profile. But that's just the basic. In order for you to trade with other people, they are trusting that you are a genuine person, and you are trusting that I, on the other end, am a genuine person. So the platform now is required to know who its clients are, to know who its customers are. And that's why you will be asked to provide a copy of an identification document. This can be your national ID or it can be your passport. From the people that I have spoken to, doing it with passport is much easier. However, I have done it with my national ID and it still worked. It took some time. At that particular time, you need to do a very well lit photo and it needs to be very clear so that the system can be able to read off the photo that you have sent. That's really important. The next thing that they will ask you for is a selfie, which is in this case just a photo of you. Make sure that you are well lit on a uniform background so that the photo that you are are taking is now used compared to the one on your ID, and that way you are able to do what on the Binance platform is known as intermediate verification. This level of verification is enough for 90% of people. Now, if you want to trade even more, and on the screen I'll actually place the limits that will be there, what you will actually need is now to provide what is known as proof of address. This is the one that I'm actually trying to get because it has higher limits every single day of amount of money that you can be able to deposit there, and also in trading. So you won't need to wait for the next day if you have a big trade that you actually want to do. So in proof of address, what you're actually doing is that you are showing this is where I actually live. And you will probably need your phone bill or your electricity bill if you have an electricity bill, or a rent bill. This can be used to provide proof of address. Proof of address actually is an extra level just to show I am a real human. This is where I stay. Of course, with cryptocurrencies, many people want anonymity, and that is well and good. But your safety as well when it comes to your crypto is really crucial. It is really, really important. That's the reason why KYC is very important. When you are trading, you already know that the person on the other side is a real human being. They have already submitted their documents, meaning that they are less likely to be a scammer, because the scammers would probably just have the basic identification where it was your email address and your name, which is really easy to do, but they wouldn't go ahead to do the intermediate verification. Now, starting from next month, and I'll place that article in the description below, from next month, it will be mandatory for you to do intermediate verification if you are a new user. Now, Binance is the largest cryptocurrency exchange in terms of volume traded. So this means that you will have access to so many people on the platform right here in this country, and also across the continent and across the globe. So it will be good if you can be able to verify your profile. Additionally, if you want to do P2P transactions, which means that you want to buy using fiat a particular crypto, then you will need to have intermediate verification. It is for the safety of all the users of crypto exchanges that we all provide our identity, and then we can be able to trade safely with the people that are there. So what finally happened in my case? So at the time when this person kept on insisting that I release my crypto, what I did on the platform is known as placing a dispute. When you and another trader do not agree for one reason or another, you can talk to each other, but if that fails, you place a dispute. Now, the good thing with a dispute is that it is handled by an intermediary who's usually an employee of the platform. So this is what happens. When you are in a dispute, you will be asked to provide evidence that shows that you are genuine in your dispute, and you will need to explain your side of the story. So for me, what I actually had to do is I placed the facts that this person has not sent me the money, and then I had to send a screenshot of my bank statement showing the previous transactions that had already happened that particular day as at that time, showing that no new money had actually come into the account. Now, the person on the other side had to do the same. They were supposed to show that they had sent me money, and if they had sent on mobile money, then they would need to have sent a screenshot of their M-Pesa showing that they have actually sent me that money. Or if they sent the money from their bank account, to show that it had left their bank account and was heading to my bank account. So in this particular case, because this person was trying to scam me, was trying to actually do a fraudulent transaction, they did not have that evidence. And whatever screenshot they placed in there was not a screenshot of the transaction like they had been asked to do. So it takes some time. The first one took about 3 days to get sorted out, and then the money was released back to me because from the case it was clear that I was the one who was telling the truth. So this is a reason why KYC is extremely important when you are on a crypto site. It is for your own safety. It helps you to be able to do your transactions without having any worries. But remember to follow the procedure that I share in this particular video, where I show you how to buy any crypto on Binance, and I'll see you in the next one.